What's going on, guys? We are back for another arena. I know you say, Ryan, why are you doing this to yourself? I'm doing it for everybody, not just myself. I'm doing it to prove that the shuffler randomizer is rigged, but also I do enjoy Magic. I just don't enjoy... if I had a local store that played drafts, I would never play Arena, ever. It's a money sink, and it's designed to make you lose. So... what we're gonna, instead of we're not competing against people anymore, and there are there's phenomenal players out there. We're not competing against them. We're competing against the shuffler and the randomizer. So let's see if we can beat it today. No longer are we playing against opponents. We're playing against the shuffler and the randomizer. So we're gonna try our best to design decks around that will allow us to pull more cards in, so we can get around being flooded. All right, right off the bat. Inside Source and Makeshift Binding is going to already put somebody in white. White is also the strongest color in this game, so that's going to be taken. Blue-black. Blue is pretty strong. Black is the worst color, unfortunately. I do love Lazav, though. This card is insane. So I'm probably going to take this and just see if we go more blue than black. There are some other good blue cards in here. This is really not that good. Tipster's fantastic. Gleaming Geardrake is good if you can get there. I think we're just going to take the Lazav. Okay, so we could potentially do a blue-black-white type thing. I'm not taking on the job. Every time I take on the job, it kicks my ass. Probably going to take the Dramatic Accusation or the Whisper... I think I'm going to take the Whisper Drinker. Or the Wisp Drinker. This pack's decent. Keep in mind in this card, I know you're like, whoa, all creatures have haste. Yes, all creatures have haste, including theirs. And trust me, you do not want creatures in this format having haste. It's way too fast. Okay, now we're in a real pickle. Because we were past turn 3. A Judith. So we're going to take the Judith. And we're probably going to toss some blue in there if red is open. We're going to take the... Or possibly toss the red in there and take the blue. So let's go ahead and take Reasonable Doubt. We got 2 bombs and a Reasonable Doubt. It's kind of a... weird drafts thus far. But again, I don't care what my opponent has, because we're not playing against our opponent. We're playing against our own deck in the randomizer. This allows me to investigate, which filters cards, and this makes the cards I play better. Okay, let's see. I love this card so much. Not in this deck, though. Okay, so I think we're going to take the... We're definitely going to be in blue, I think, primarily. I think we're going to take the Granite Witness. This card's so good. Okay, yeah, we're definitely in blue. Crocodile's not bad. It's not really want to be this early. Sprite's good. We're going to take the Mist Waste Spy. So we're definitely going to... So far, we look like we're solidifying in blue as our main pick. So that's... We're going to embrace that. And then... We're going to need to get some ways to splash the red for Judith and the black for Lazav, which won't be hard. We'll take one of the 1/3 filter artifacts, and if we can get a couple tap lands or other ways to do so, we can also just play, mana. Okay, so now what is going on? Okay, now I'm more back into red-black and splash blue, which means that's not going to be playable either. Red-black is definitely open on our right. There's no way it's not. So we're just going to embrace that and hope we can get some burn cards to go with Judith, and just in general, Galvanize and Shock are fantastic. This is a very weird draft so far. It's okay, though. I always end up having to make like 4 or 5 cuts, depending, so we're fine for now. Orangutan is probably going to be the pick. Sanitation Automaton is good, but I think we're going to take the Orangutan. I think this card is underrated. I see a lot of people say that they don't really like it. I don't know why. It does everything you need. What is going on? Inside Source. We're going to take the Slimy Dual-Elect. This card's really annoying. I've not really ever been impressed with this card, but we'll try to see if we can make it work, possibly. That's a good card for this deck. We might play that, actually. Okay, can't play that. Wish I could, but I can't. Galvanize is fantastic. Slice from the Shadows is really good. I think that's more likely to will than this. And then Fuss and Bother are fantastic. Not necessarily in this deck, but they're fantastic. I think we take the Galvanize here. I really like that card, but we can't play it. Not at this point. Lazov, every time I see that, that in the picture kind of reminds me of Assad from DC Comics, the engineer of Darkseid's army and weapons and armor. It's such an awesome character, and he just his visual, he looks badass. Alright, another Galvanize looks extremely appetizing, especially in a deck with Judith in it. Another Slimy Duel looks not exactly where we want to be. Toxic Analysis, Public Thoroughfare. I love Coerce to Kill, but we're not really splashing heavily in blue. We just have Lazov. We might, if that wheels back around, it probably won't. But if that wheels back around, we'll take it. 2 Galvanize is really good. Makes very comfortable. I don't think we're going to play that. I always want that card to be so good, and it never is. So, I think I will play Macabre Reconstruction, though. Okay, can we... Let's see. Oh, Push and Pull is probably the pick. But, let's see. Maverick Thopterist, Improvise. You can tap artifacts. It's pretty good, but I'm not switching to red, blue, black at this point. Another Orangutan... They went this way. Man, I guess we'll take the other Orangutan. Not really a whole lot of red blue card or red black cards in there. So red black must not be very open on our left, but that's okay because it's very open on our right. So I think we're gonna get fed most of our cards. And worst case scenario, we may have to go 4 color and just hopefully pick up some fixing along the way. God, now green's open on our left. I don't have any equipment yet. I don't probably don't have very many detectives. 1. Okay, I think we play. I'm not a huge fan of this card, but it's playable. All right, let's see. Person of Interest is pretty decent. Not necessarily in this deck. We're gonna take the Gadget Technician. I'll take as many Gadget Technicians as I can get. That is one of the best common flippers, and it just gives you card advantage. Felonious Rage has tricked me up more than once. We'll take that. And a 3rd Orangutan is not really where I want to be. Innocent Bystander. Let's take the Repeat Offender just as a low-cost creature because our 2-drop is pretty low. Selection from the Shadows Wield, as I told you it would. Toxic Analysis. Honestly, I think we need to play the Public Thoroughfare. We may not get another option of that, but we need to have a way to splash because we have a lot of mixed colors here, and yeah, it's just better. Oh, good. Toxic Analysis. Battle Tricks are really good in this format. I argue that in some cases they're better than control cards. Not gonna play that unless we have to. Not gonna play that unless we have to. Wow, somebody's going to be getting real lucky. 2 Kellens? Jesus. Okay, I think that's the pick here. There's nothing really good in this pack for us. Person of Interest is okay. I think we just take this. Okay, now we're talking. Now we're cooking with gas. As I told you, red-black is definitely open on that side, so we're taking the Massacre Girl. This card's... I truly think this is one of the best mythics in the set. This card's insane. Yeah, absolutely insane. I'll tell you what else she does really, really good. She gets killed by instant speed spells really, really well. See, we got plenty of stuff here, and I don't even think we're going to play 2 of those. We're not sideboarding, but we'll probably play 1. What's our creature count? 10? Okay. So let's get... we can get 4 more cards because we have a public thoroughfare in here for playables. Let's get probably, if we can, 2 more. Ooh, a shock. That's what we're taking. Another Slice from the Shadows isn't bad. We're going to take the shock. Shock's just better for early advantage. Because the most important part of this format is the first 3 turns. If you can't get at least 2 to 3 creatures out in the first 3 turns, you're already losing the game. Case of the... Murder is probably going to be the pick. Yep. As I said, we're going to be getting plenty fed because of our right side. If I can get a couple other creatures, there'll be certain things I may not play. I'd love another Gadget Technician. I think that other Slice from the Shadows will probably will. Pack 2 just didn't have much for us because I think somebody may not be playing black, but they're definitely playing red on the left. All right. We can't play Makeshift Binding, otherwise I would pick that. We could technically play Dogwalker, and that's good, but I think we take the Fixing here because we have some white cards. All right. Ooh, another Gadget, too. I got to take the Haunted Bone Brute. And then we have room for 2 more cards. That card's just really good. Okay, yeah, I think we can technically play that. And then... Wow, another one? We'll see how much card advantage we have on like if we have a lot of ways to create investigate, we'll run both Crime Novelists because that card's with a lot of investigation. That card's just insane. I don't think we have a whole lot of ways to do that, but we'll see. We do have a lot of control, which is what black-red mostly is, so... Okay, we're going to have to change our mana because it doesn't know how to calculate. We will play a Plains. We'll play a Forest, too. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15... Okay, so 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I think that's going to be the best way we can do that. We got to make a couple cuts. I think we can get away. No, we don't have it. No, we don't have a whole lot of early creatures. We got to take that in there. Crime Novels. Let's count our... Okay, so investigate. Investigate. Doesn't. No. No. Okay, so we just don't have a whole lot of ways to investigate. So we're not going to be able to play... Probably not going to be able to play either of those. What does that bring our creature count to? 11. And I want to play at least 12. I think we take the Riftburst Hellion just as a fatty. Because we can play double red for that. And then I think we need to make one cut. I'm probably going to regret taking that out, but I think we have to. Okay, let's try this. Let's see how well the game screws us. Because we both, I mean, if you follow me at all, you know that it will. And speaking of, please subscribe. It helps me get the word out, and it helps with the algo. And I do play other games besides this. I've just been kind of up on Magic lately because of local events happening near me. Okay. We will keep it and see what happens. We're probably going to end up regretting it. Probably not going to get a land for the next 4 turns. Moment of truth. Face down pass, probably. And he does have a galvanize or something else in his hand, because he would not have passed on 2 land, probably. Alright, we got lucky. Okay, let's play this out and see if we can get in some early damage. Not blocking. Okay, hard advantage, nice. Okay, nice curve. Alright. If he double blocks, yeah, okay, we're still gonna bring it up to, we're gonna toxic analysis to gain, oh, no, actually, we can't bring, oh yeah, we can. Okay, so we're gonna just turn it face up so he loses 3 life and we hit both. Okay. And then if he doesn't crack that now, yeah, he did, okay. I'm perfectly okay with him cracking that on his turn. He's looking for land, I think. He's going to hit us for 3. He found his land. Now he has Galvanize up. It's a pretty comfortable place to be. Okay, we're definitely killing that because it's 2 for 1 now. Hopefully we draw land so we can try to do multiple things. Okay, cool. So we're going to leave that up. Okay, so he has a shock in his hand or a Felonious Rage. Yep, okay, Felonious Rage. That's fine. And then we're going to wait. There's no reason to do it now, because we could possibly 2 for 1 him. If he tries to put, like, Due Diligence or something on it. And if he plays an artifact, we'll be able to run the orangutan out and kill it. Probably going to play Lazob next and leave up Felonious Charge. Okay, that's fine. Auspicious. He's got a 2-mana instant spell up. Unless he's holding priority, which I doubt. He could be. He probably has Auspicious. Yeah. So he is definitely drawing land and cards faster and better than we are. So that's always nice. Alright, so we're going to play this down with Toxic Analysis up. And Felonious Rage, so we can decide which one we want more. And if he swings with both, we're going to block the right. Yep. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so... It's not going to matter because he's going to outright kill us, so we're just going to... We won't even gain life from it, so we'll just get the creature out of it. Guy's getting everything he needs as quickly as he needs it, so that's really bad for us. Okay, we lose. Good beats. So, we did lose to our randomizer a little bit because we got locked on land and kind of just cards we couldn't really play quick enough, but our opponent also just played faster than us. Sometimes it's subtle like that. It makes it seem like you're just not making good decisions, but it's because they're probably not about to make any money or make enough money to purchase another one, or they have too much that the algorithm doesn't track them, so it just gives them a normal draw, whereas us, it just gives us a bunch of cards that, you know, we can't play, as it did right there. There were things that we could play, but there were also a lot of things we couldn't. I shouldn't really keep this, but if we get land, which we probably won't, knowing our luck, but if we get land, we'll be better. But another reason why I know this is the Shuffler's Rig is because I watch people play all the time, pros play all the time. They don't have these problems. They build decks very similar to mine. I play all the cards that everybody says are good cards to play. Our deck is fine. It's just, if I can't get land in conjunction with card draw like my opponent, I can't do anything. My opponent played a land every turn last game, and we stopped at 4. And that happens all the time. Majority of my games. Like, I probably won't get another land for the next 5 turns, knowing this fucking game. Sometimes we do, most of the time we don't. That is probably the last land we'll see for at least 2 to 3 more turns. And they will play a land every single turn. They will play a land. Just watch. If we don't get a land here, they will play a land on their next turn. They even milled 2 lands. Okay, we got a land. They will definitely play a land on their turn. He's definitely going to block, I think, because he wants that in the graveyard. Maybe not. Oh, good. He didn't. We'll leave up Shock and Felonious Rage in case he tries to kill it. Now, the next thing you have to worry about is we get locked on 4 land and they play a land every turn. So far, this is fine. This is not bad. It's not like last hand. Okay, that's fine. Nothing to exile unless he wants to do his own graveyard. We'll shock that at the end of turn. Not sure why he didn't attack. Alright, so far we're doing great. This is a great hand. We'll leave up Felonious Rage. In case he tries to shock or galvanize that, we'll rage in response. He'll lose 3 life and we'll get a 2/2 detective. Okay, that we can't do anything about. That's fine. Felonious charge there wouldn't do any good because the creature doesn't die, it just gets exiled. Setting up his next 2 turns, that's really good. If we get another land, we'll be able to do some shenanigans here. Wow, a 3rd Rubble Belt Maverick, and he's getting them all, huh? Something's going to get a lot of counters on it, even though he's only got 1 green mana. Okay. So, again, being stuck on 4 land is a very common thing. So, he wants to double block, I'm okay with that. This card's insane. So now we're going to be able to filter through all this because of this card. So these are the kind of cards you want to be getting. This card is, again, I think the best mythic rare in the set. Hands down. Although black sucks, this card does not. Okay, that's fine. Not ideally what I want to see, but hey. We can play Judith. I don't think he realizes that it has Menace, so that's really funny. So we're gonna attack. And then we can Galvanize and Death Touch. Or we can even find a way to draw a card and Death Touch and just hit it for 5. He's not going to be able to swing unless he's got, like, creature. Because we have Galvanize, so he's going to have to play 3 creatures just to live. Because we can just Felonious Charge and Galvanize and win. So the reason why I'm telling you guys what I'm doing, besides the fact that this is a stream and you're watching it for one reason or another, but it's also to let you know that I know the proper plays to make, so you don't like, oh, get good, kid. I know what to do. I know when to play things. I played Magic for a long time. There are people that are better at it than I am, but the only reason why we're not ranked higher, like, we should be minimum diamond, is because people in this game is because of bullshit. Okay, so we're gonna Galvanize. And we'll create... And then we will swing and Felonious Charge, depending on who he blocks, which is going to be the 4/4, obviously. And we'll take him to 1. And we'll just back it up with a face-down creature. Or actually, we'll just win. Not exactly sure why he didn't block the 4/4 with Wither. Okay, as you can see, we're Plat 3. I feel like I'm a better player than Plat, but it's really hard to do anything in this game because it just holds you back. Alright, next game. Let's see what happens. Hoping for some relatively good beats. Okay, hopefully they don't have a turn 1 play. Black mana... Okay, wow. Green and not a turn 1 play? That's rare as shit. Now we're in great shape. So far, this game, our land hasn't really been screwing us, so I've been pretty impressed with that. So we're going to play Lazav and leave open Shock to stay ahead of them. This person must pay as much money to play the game as I do. If they're stuck on... Nope, okay, they got all 3 of their colors. Good for them. Now we can actually play a game of fucking Magic. Okay. Let's go ahead and just take this out now to keep tempo up. What do we get? Oh, good kill. And now we can take the Granite Witness when we fight Lazav. If he doesn't kill him. He probably will, and that's alright. Then we'll just play Judith. Okay, good. We're in great shape. Ooh, I almost want to run girl, but I'm going to wait. Let's see what happens with the attack. We'll be able to get up in the air for 3 every time if we decide to do that. Actually, no, we won't, because we have to be able to investigate. Okay, I'm not too worried about that. We are drawing real good this game, let me tell you. We're gonna get her, and does that count as entering the battlefield? Let's see. No, it doesn't. Okay. We did that wrong. That's alright. I forgot you have to crack the clue for a split second because I was so shocked that we got that. We can do it next turn if we want to. And the thing is, he doesn't get to have cards in his graveyard, so he doesn't have any evidence. It's just really stupid. But again, see, I know how to draft decks, and when I get land, it's hard to beat me. Like, it's as hard to beat me as it is any other good player at this game. And I feel there's a lot of other good players in this game, because Magic will not let you climb. They don't care. Target a card. That's fine. I'm going to turn him into a Galvanize. We don't need to worry about life gain, so we're just going to do the Granite Witness so he can't block. That's why I first picked Lazov. He's insane. If they don't have control, which clearly they haven't or they don't, the thing is he's got to he's got to make his decision. And that's a good decision. But see, not having to mill or mole in the beginning of the game, and I'm drawing land consistently with cards, and he has as much land as I do, but he's getting land flooded because he probably pays for games as much as I do. And that's just the sad fucking truth of it. He might have a kill spell. I don't know why he hasn't used it yet unless he just drew it. Yeah, I think he just has to... Yeah, poor guy. Play that, and we'll play this down just to try to win the game. He's gonna scoop. Yeah, I mean, see, that's what I'm talking about. So what usually happens to us, just happened to him. So I'm going to document this and get a screenshot of it. So give me just a second. Okay, look at the battlefield. 3, 6, 7. And it's either going to be a combination of battle tricks and land or just land. Because he cannot... There's no way that... okay, got my screenshot. There's no way that he wouldn't have played cards. There's just no way. So, see, if my deck played out like that every game, it would be very hard for my opponent to ever win. And that's usually the case. If I draw... Like, my decks are fine. You can have any pro look at my deck and say, oh, I wouldn't have picked that. And every card I picked was a first pick card or a pick in the order in which we picked it. It's not like I'm trying to do a Slimes Against Humanity deck in draft. Okay, this is another decent hand. Our opponent goes first, so if they have a fast deck, we got to remember that we have a little bit of a tempo play with Galvanize, but we have to draw a 4th land for this really to take off. And we're good. Thanks to Servel, we know it's coming. Alright, we're in great shape. I don't know why I didn't play a fucking... I'm the bad. I wasn't paying attention. I was so shocked. That was a misplay not to play the red mana. Of course, we wouldn't have been able to galvanize that anyway, so crisis averted. Okay, so next we're gonna swing. We're gonna try to galvanize any other threat. If he doesn't play a creature, we're gonna galvanize and then swing for 2. If he does play another creature and we can kill it, we're gonna galvanize and then we're gonna swing for 6. And if he attacks and morphs, or disguise flips, I'm perfectly okay with that. Perfectly content. Let's just see what they do. Okay, that's interesting. That tells me they probably have reasonable doubt up. So let's just swing in and see if he blocks. He does not. We're going to morph it up. He's going to probably kill it. That's fine. He's going to lose 3 life either way. Okay, good. We got a murder out of his hand. And he still took 3 damage. And now we'll end. We have Galvanized up if we need it. We'll probably run out the Whisper Silk or Whisper Drinker to see if he has any other things to play. I think he just has kill spells. So let's play this out and see. Reasonable doubt. No more lives. Okay, got that out of his hand. If he wants to keep doing that, that's fine. We've got way more playables. Next, if we draw a land, we'll put 2 face downs to try to get around that. If all he's going to keep doing is countering spells, he's going to run out of gas real fast. We'll kill that with Galvanize, no problem. We'll play the Snoop. If he counters it, I'm perfectly okay with that. Okay, like I said, he's going to run out of gas real fast. That's the problem. When all you want to do is kill every single creature that comes out, you're going to lose fast. This, I understand. Taking 6 sucks, but he still took half of it, and we got a card out of his hand. A premium card, too. I mean, Murder's not the best in the format, but it's fantastic. And plus, it's always fun to do that to your opponent and then go... You know, kind of like Wizards is doing to everybody with his randomizer in this game. Which actually probably has more now to do with Hasbro, because Hasbro is such a corrupt company. If you want to do that, man, go for it. Okay. If he has any other control cards, I want to get it out of his hand. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna... that thing doesn't tap when it attacks, which sucks. So we can't use push, but we can definitely pull later on if we get in trouble. So I don't think we need to murder right now. I think we see what he does here first. If he wants to block, I'm okay with that. Alright, good. And I think we play this outright and see what he does. Actually, no, let's not do that. If he plays any bombs, we've got murder and destroy and push, so I'm not too worried about bombs right now. He probably has an answer for this. Okay, he doesn't. Perfect. If he passes, he's got land and not obviously not battle tricks. He would have used them, so he must have control cards. If he wants to start taking these out, that's fine. It's probably mostly land. Or he's just slow playing. Maybe he thinks we have a raft. A raft. Maybe he thinks we have a raft. Maybe he thinks we have a raft. Come on, guys. Come on my raft. It's perfectly safe. It's not going to wipe the whole board. He has the raft, and that's perfectly okay. I'm alright with that. Okay. So we want to get Massacre Girl, Known Killer, out, and if he kills it, great, because we can just pull when there's another card that we can murder. Wait, that lets him see my hand, too? Wow, that's insane. We're gonna guess he probably doesn't have control with only 2 cards left in his hand. He might. But we're in no way, shape, or form in trouble, so... Okay, he doesn't. We're good. Alright, we're gonna go in, and if he doesn't block, good. Okay, we're good. I'm perfectly okay if he kills Massacre Girl because we can just pull. He knows that. He has that information, so... There's no reason for us to waste our control spells on it, so... We're not going to give him any opportunities to investigate by killing that. Okay, that will kill. But we'll wait till he passes. Something in my house smells good. It smells like barbecue. Not sure why you attacked there, unless he knows he's done. He's gonna lose 3 life when it dies, so... Okay. I'll bring it back, guys. Give me just a few moments. I gotta go check on a couple things. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Okay. I don't love it, but I've seen worse hands. As you all well know if you follow me. That's a great card. You want to exile that card if you can, because you don't want to have to deal with the bats. Tokens are really strong in this format. Oh, this is a good card though. Okay, not too bad so far. He must have a lot of expensive cards in his hand, or some beats. It's probably going to be land. Yep. It almost always is at this point in the game. Let's go to combat. At this point, we're going to have to deal with the tokens eventually, so we might as well just go. But we're curving out really well. I don't know what he's doing. Again, he must... I mean, he's a diamond player, and he's played one card. This is now turn 6. 2, 5, 1. Or maybe he only does things on round 2, 5, and 1. So this is round 5. Or this will be his round, his 5th thing to do. Ooh, that's rough. You just killed a snoop, my man. That can't feel too good. Let's go ahead and crack this for some value. Alright, land. That's what I was hoping for, guys. You picked the wrong one, homie. This was a quick you lose. Good job, diamond player. See, this is what I'm talking about. This guy's clearly... Go ahead, kill it. Lose 3 and lose next turn. You better have a creature. I'm just going to slice from the shadows it. So... Okay. Actually, yeah, that's fine. He doesn't have the mana to do it. Alright, we win. Do we want to do it back? Let's make sure we do it. Well, it didn't matter which way we do it. He's tapped out. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. He gets dogs. Oh, it didn't matter. As soon as the dog dies, he dies. That's right. That's right. That's why that card's so good. That is actually the kind of card you want to be using pull on when they have nothing on their board. All right, so see, I mean, we just blew out a diamond player. So I don't want to hear, get good, kid. Because that guy clearly got locked because he was probably about to make profit. So, and I'd like this deck that I drafted, this is mediocre compared to the shit I've been drafting. I drafted a green-white deck that would have made every pro jealous. Like, it was an extremely good. And I got landlocked and lost. I think I went like 2 and 3. So it was bullshit. All 3 of my losses were because I either got flooded or I didn't get any land because the game is rigged. Okay, I like it. Could draw another black and we'll be... Look, it's the city of galvanizes. That's fine. Not worried about that. Okay. I think it's more advantageous that we play out the repeat offender turn 2. Okay, perfect. If he wants to block, I'm okay with that. Good. We leave galvanize open. He's probably going to play a face-down creature, but we leave galvanize open. Okay, that's an interesting card. Let's get rid of that. I don't think we have an answer for that. Or at least I'm not thinking of one off the top of my head. But we're also not getting land, so that's nice. Red White Beats is the strongest deck in the format. That and Blue and White Detectives. Not worried about that. We take a damage. Get rid of my Galvanize. Don't play a whole lot of that in this deck, so I'm not worried about that. If he takes it, he favors the creature, so we're going to kill it with Galvanize. I would just rather Felonious Rage here. And leave up Galvanize. And maintain board presence. Okay. Okay, sorry guys. Sometimes I have the family talks through our echoes and it comes through mine and I always forget to turn it down, but wow, you gotta be in real bad shape to Galvanize a 2/2 detective. He must have nothing in his hand. I also tend to draft a lot of 3-cost things. He just drew that, so it's fine. We'll Galvanize the 3/3 and swing with the 2/2s. Hopefully we can get another land. Oh, now we're going to Galvanize that. Yes, we got another land, so we're good there. You know what? No, we'll wait. I really don't. I mean, I don't mind losing the Fairy Snoop. And if he comes in, we're just going to take it. Okay, we have... Does that tap? Yes, it does. Okay, we can push that. So we'll just take the 5 and then push. Oh, we can do multiple ways. Yeah, actually... No, we can't. We can't murder. I forgot. Oh, we can do this, though. Put a +1 on counter to suspected control. You must have it become no longer suspected. Choose one or both. Okay, nothing's suspected yet. So let's just... Yeah, let's do that here. And... Perfect. And we have Deadly Complication if he plays another bomb. And Murder if we can get another black mana, but it's really trying to keep us off that black mana. Gadget Technician's so good. That card is so good. Oh, I love you, Gadget Technician. Whoops. Honestly, I should have my green screen up. I forgot to put it back up, guys, so... Apologies, it's not... The immersion isn't quite as there. So I apologize. Okay, he's gonna kill my 1/1 and make himself a 5/5. We can just destroy Deadly Complication. It's gonna make babies too. Nice! I don't know why I didn't swing in the air. Okay, that's fine. Oh my god. Well, like, every time I see this Meddling Youth deck, it's always... They have multiple copies of Meddling Youth. And that, to me, that's just insane. Well, at least it tapped my mana right. If we don't get a black mana, we're going to lose. I mean, we stayed ahead of him the entire game, and it didn't matter. We're getting landlocked now. Let's block first. So he goes to 5, we hit the 7, we kill this. That's the better... Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we still just lose. You didn't need to do that. Learn how to count. Okay, he might have just been doing that to, gaslight us. Okay, I mean, that deck was insane. I mean, we drew pretty good, so we just... I mean, we can't really blame our draws too much there. That was just bad beats. This is a good hand, too. So let's, especially if he plays a turn 1, we're going to Mountain. If he doesn't... No, we're going to Mountain anyway, I think. Yeah, because then we can Galvanize on the next turn. So Mountain first is the right play. Oh, good, he's milling. You'll love to see it. Okay, no turn 1 play. We still Mountain. Now we can wait turn 4. Okay, well, now we Galvanize if we need to. We'll see what happens. I'm okay with taking 1 for now. We'll hold on to the Galvanize. Okay, now we got to worry about him. I think we just do this here. Set up our next play. Because I don't want to be reasonable doubted. Yep, we'll keep that there. Okay, perfect. He's probably going to play a face-down creature, and we'll... Yep, okay. We'll Galvanize the... We'll wait on Lazov. Well, we have to wait on Lazov. But we'll pass again and see what happens. We're going to take 2, because I want to see if he transforms. Okay. Okay, he's definitely leaving up counter mana. So let's just see if he does it here. I'm just trying to get it out of his hand. Okay, we don't have anything to destroy. We'll be able to get him to transform. This might be a Granite Witness, and he's just going to tap our... Here's the problem where we don't have any creatures we can play. Yep, okay, Granite Witness is going to tap it. We're kind of playing around mana, which honestly we really shouldn't be doing, but we're just going to have to... Okay, and he's probably still going to... Oh, please investigate. Okay, this is unfortunate. Maybe that's what he was playing. Okay, we're not going to attack. Plays it face down. We know what it is, more than likely. Okay, it's probably the Granite Witness. He has the mana to tap it. So we have enough to... As long as it's no more lies. Okay, good. So we were kind of scared for no reason. And let's play Lazov. He might counter that, and that's fine. Don't really have anything tasty. Okay, so I don't think he has counter magic at this point, because if he did, he would be using it, because these are both insane creatures. Unfortunately, and that's fine. It's not really gonna... He doesn't have reach. I don't know why you wouldn't take down the 3/4 unless he wants me to block with it. Oh, because he's going to make shift binding. Okay. Alright, so his card, the cards he's drawing are better than ours. Not really much we can do about that. Unfortunately, the Granite Witness does not tap either, so I can't do much against it. But I can do this. Perfect. We do not want to draw mana for the rest of this game, or we're going to be in trouble. Every answer under the sun. That does get very annoying in this game. It doesn't matter how well you play, they have an answer for everything. An answer for everything! Wow! And just more mana for me. And guess what, guys? In case you were worried, we got more land. We did it. We got there. This is exactly what I'm talking about. There's nothing you can do against that. Nothing. How many times in a row did we just draw land? Like 4? And he's getting answer after answer after answer. This is 100% what I'm talking about. Does that happen sometimes? Yes. But it happens in Arena. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. At least 50% of your games. Hey, what's up, man? Oh boy, a Felonious Rage. That's exactly what we need here. Said no one ever. Alright, we have no way of winning this game, so let's see. Oh, actually, I take that back. Well, no, we still don't. We're gonna be 2 damage shy of blowing this game. Okay, that's fine. Unfortunately, we can't crack the clue. Yeah, he knows. So that's another example, guys, of which is why I'm really doing this and playing this and documenting this. So does that happen? Sure. But as you can see, for us, we were about to get to the point where we would be able to pay for a, you know, basically pay for a draft, which we already did, but halfway through that. But that's also because the people we were playing against were probably closer to getting drafts paid for than we were. So it kind of just, the algorithm just chooses. So in this circumstance, he had every card he needed. Like, we had a monster hand, and we drew land 4 turns in a row, if I remember. It was either 4 or 3, and he drew answer, answer, answer. So that happens. That does, like, 3 times happens in Magic, but I'm telling you right now, if we were allowed to look at our deck, or Wizards allowed you to look at your deck, the reason why they don't is because they don't want you to see that they put 14 lands in a row, because they know you're going to lose the game prior to that, unless your opponent disconnects or just doesn't care. So they don't allow you to see your hand. If they allowed you to see your library and allowed you to shuffle your library consistently, you would literally never, if you were a good player, you would never lose a game because you were, or lose like a contest, or lose more often than not because you got flooded. So let's just keep those things in mind. We do get our next draft paid for and some, and that's good because we busted our asses off and we built a premium deck. Hey Marvel, nice to see you, man. I wish it were in happier circumstances. I'm kind of peeved at this game lately, but that's going to kind of wrap it up though. Marvel, I'll probably draft later tonight, like late tonight, because I'm going to a poker game. So with my dad. So I will see you all later tonight. And Ninja Turtles: The Last Ronin Part 2 comic book. Oh, dude, I own the Ninja Last Ronin comic book, and I absolutely love. I think that's one of the best comics out there, especially in the DC universe type comic. I mean, I don't know if it's exactly DC, but I mean, Turtles have crossed over with DC and been in DC many, many times. But I'm excited for that. I wish they would make a live action movie of it. Oh my god, it would, dude! So many people would go to that. And I love that they chose Michelangelo, because a lot of people said it should have been Raphael. I was like, dude, Raphael was already the last Ronin. Raphael was always peeved at things, and he had a short temper. He's my favorite turtle because he's the best fighter out of all of them. But he's also, I just loved his attitude about things, because he truly cared about his brothers, but he's kind of like Snape, where he's got like a dark side, but it's only to protect his brothers. Making Michelangelo the last Ronin is smart though, because he goes from this fun-loving, super laid-back, ha-ha guy to this, unstoppable killing machine because of what happened to his family. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. Marvel, pleasure as always, man. I promise we'll have more time to talk. I know it's probably your schedule. You keep coming in at the end of my streams, so I kind of feel bad that I have to keep leaving. But anyway, guys, we'll see you on the next one. And honestly, we didn't do too bad there, given the circumstance. But that last game is an example of what happens at least 2 out of 3 games. Sometimes either 2 out of 3 or 4 out of 8. Or I'm sorry, 4 out of 7, typically. So, all right, we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.